I want to introduce our visiting author today. This is Lily. You say good morning to Lily.
항공에서 안내 말씀드리겠습니다. 승객 및 항공기의 안전을 위하여.
I am on my first ever international authors visit. Last night, really late, we arrived in Bangkok, Thailand. I've had this trip scheduled for like a year and a half now, and I can't believe it's finally here. My mom's with me, and we have time to explore Thailand, so today we are going to go explore Bangkok.
Pandan noodles,
Okay.
baked sticky rice,
Okay.
lemongrass seeds.
We're in the van going to the international school.
Our visiting author, this is Lily Williams. Can everyone say hi? Say good morning. And I know you've all read Lily's book, so you're ready to get started. She's going to talk to you a little bit about being an author and writing those books you've already read. So welcome.
Hi. You can say hi back. So my name is Lily Williams. I write and I draw the pictures for the books I make.
How do you draw so perfectly?
Thank you for that question. That's a compliment too, thank you. When I could draw when I was your age, I had a lot to get better at, and so I would practice and practice and practice.
floor, which is the first 2 floors of the library. But I haven't been in there in a while, so I'm not sure where they're at. To like move the spirits of the country, which was super cool. It was like very dicey for a while, but I can only imagine. But there's an organization in Thailand called the Big Tree Project, and that's what they do. They relocate large trees, and so Bangkok as much as they can, which is super cool.
I love everything too, so it's kind of like hard to balance.
Get both, yeah.
Your hands and welcome Lily.
Take my notes typically by hand as I'm working on this because I like the motion of doing it with your hand. I think it helps my brain retain the information. And I color code it, and I take all the notes on the facts as I learn the facts. Appeared was my only book printed in Thailand, actually.
This is so cool.
We made that turn to go to dinner last night. We're near where we went to dinner, right?
So yesterday was my first of 4 school talk days at the NIST International School. I think they went really well. I am so tired though. I assumed that the flight would be hard on my body and being here would be hard on my body, but I don't think I fully prepared for just how sore I am, and I'm definitely very seized up right now. In the airport, my physical therapist told me to get a wheelchair, so I've done all the things that I can. When you do author visits, it's like this performance of yourself. I teach 1 day a week in an elementary school. Teaching is really hard on your body too. It's just when I teach, it's like I'm myself as a teacher. But when you go to a school and you're doing author talks, you are your public persona as an author versus your private person who might be just a touch different than that. I'm performing also who I am as a person. On this trip, I'm not Lily Williams, the person. I'm Lily Williams, the author and illustrator. This is all to say I'm just a bit tired, and yesterday I could feel my body was really unhappy. So with the help of Lane, the librarian at the school, we made appointments to get massages, and that really helped. And I'm feeling probably a bit better today than I would have been if I hadn't done that. And I have 3 more school visit days to do. 2 of the days are longer. Wednesday, Thursday is longer than today and yesterday. My mom is here with me on this trip. She's been fantastic. My mom was a career fashion designer before she became an educator, and she traveled to Asia, specifically Hong Kong, Taiwan, and China for many, many years growing up. But she's been fantastic to travel with. When I was asked to come here, one of the first things I thought was, I really want to go to Bolon, the restaurant.
I have a million allergies and it's hard to feed me at a restaurant, regular restaurant. Sometimes I can't even eat at regular restaurants. So I was nervous about if they could accommodate me, but I emailed with them, I talked to them on the phone before coming here and they said they could. Last night we went and we ate and I didn't get sick. I didn't have an allergic reaction. They accommodated me so well and it was the most incredible meal and experience. The whole experience took like 3.5 hours. It was so amazing. That has been the coolest thing outside of the school visits that we've done so far. I wish in Colorado my hair would look like this. I can't believe this. This is just air dried and my hair is so much more flat in Colorado. Okay, it's about 6:30 in the morning and we are going to go down and have breakfast and the school's gonna pick us up and today's our earliest group of school visits. Tomorrow's a little bit later and Thursday's a little bit later. But today we're gonna go and we're gonna be there by about 7:50 a.m. and start the school visits.
I want to introduce our visiting author today. This is Lily. You say good morning to Lily. Good morning.
I keep calling you your full name.
And Lily's going to talk to us a little bit today about her career, what she does as an artist and as an author. Right, so let's clap our hands and welcome her today.
My name is Lily Williams, and I am an author and illustrator. I make books. I'm an author and illustrator. I write them, I write the words, and then I draw the pictures. So I do both of those things when I create books. I'm also an art teacher.
Good. Are you excited? Yeah. Great. I'm so glad. I'm just going to introduce our visiting author. This is Lily. Can everyone say good morning to Lily? Good morning. Lily's going to talk to us a little bit today about her work as an artist and as an author. Both of those things. Isn't that cool? Yeah.
The creative decisions I make as an artist tell you my perspective. I see you often as the change that I would love if you could talk about it with your friends, right? That's change. If people are talking about this, and I have met so many kids through the years who've started period clubs and have little organizations or a book club where they talk about similar books, and that is why I made that book in particular.
Everywhere has clothes, it seems.
Yeah.
Creative illustration. I have actually the idea of the wall is phenomenal. The idea of the wall is phenomenal. I have that.
It looks better out of
So, if we finish before the lesson time, I'll ask them to.
When you are trying to make art your career, that there's not really a bridge on how to get from thinking about art in a through a school-based lens, to thinking about it in terms of like making money from it.
It's this weird process by which like it's still mine at the end of the day, but if you
Asia Books has sold out of your books altogether.
Hi, Year 5s. How are we doing today? Good. I'm so glad. Welcome back. You're so lucky. You get to do 2 sessions with Lily Williams while she's here. Isn't that amazing? Life is good. So we did a great one the other day about art and science and research. And today, she's going to be talking a little bit about her graphic novels. Can you give me a little thumbs up if you've seen or read any of Lily's oh, there you go. You got a fan club. Perfect. So let's say space.
Your friends should be good people who are kind to you and supportive of you. Comics engage visual literacy, which means they allow you, as a reader, to understand things you see. Instead of just things you read, they also allow you to process the things you are seeing. I really love this series of 3 panels. This is probably my favorite 3 series of panels in the entire book. And it's because right here we have Britt saying, "What? Oh no, of course not. I was just super focused, you know." And you can see her fidgeting. She's nervous here, right? We see her fidgeting with her hands. You can pick up that she has some anxiety. And in this one, I've covered the character's eyes. I've covered his eyes because it's scarier. You don't know what he's thinking. You can't see his eyes. It makes you feel a little bit uneasy. You see his hands. You see her hands. She's nervous. You can't see his eyes. That's a little bit stressful. And then we go to her, and you can see she's anxious. She has a little sweat. She's trying to justify something. And this 3 series of panels engages visual literacy because in 3 different panels, you subconsciously find him not great. And that's what I try to do as a comics artist. I try to tell a story through the artwork so that you think about the story without thinking about it. Sometimes comics are the best ways to tell a story. I believe that comics are so important because you can see the story, right? This is from Look on the Bright Side when Christine is dealing with her feelings and she ties herself up in her hoodie. You ever feel like that? I know I do.
Say good morning.
Good morning. Hi everyone, good morning. I'm here today. We already kind of did a little bit of talk where I introduced myself, so you now know who I am and why I make books. So today we're going to talk a little bit more about graphic novels. Now you might have seen, or I saw all those hands raised, you've probably read, my 2 graphic novels are one of them, Go with the Flow and Look on the Bright Side, which I wrote with my best friend, Karen. I think I liked science always because it was interesting, and it's just, right? Yeah.
Was she good as a child? Was Lily good as a child? Oh, there's so much power. That was amazing.
탱고 위스키, 탱고 에코. 에코.
Stand the line, but 5-6 more minutes. You just want to stand the line.
had a really difficult time eating actually in Thailand. You know, people had warned me, and I had looked up a lot of stuff from the celiac organizations, that a lot of Asian countries are not really aware or incorporate accommodating food allergies, and that ended up proving to be true. There was one night where I kind of like couldn't figure dinner out, and I just had white rice. I ate inconsistently and not as good as a lot of people who travel to Bangkok, outside of going to Bolon and then Dylan and Bo's other restaurant, which was called Air, which was fantastic. But because of that, and because in preparation for the trip I assumed that might be the case, I actually got this cookbook, and I'm back a little jet lagged. I went to the Great Wall Market in Denver today to get some ingredients that we didn't have, and I'm really excited to get to take like part of my trip and incorporate it into my home life. I love cooking. I love cooking different things from different cultures, especially when I can't eat things out naturally. I want to show you this book. It's so cool. It's a Thai comic cookbook called Noodles, Rice, and Everything Spice by Christina DeWitt and Malika Kawapin. And I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. Kaupinen. And it's adorable. I love everything in comic book form, so I was really excited when I found this.